Hi guys, welcome to Webjada. So in the last video I showed you how we can use events, or we can handle events on HTML elements. In this one we'll see how we can handle events triggered by components. So I will have a component here. I'll call that room. Okay. In the room I'll have a button. I'll call this detonate. And I'll import that here. I wouldn't need all this, so I'll remove it. I will import button from room.svelte. Okay, so that I can use that's on button. Okay, yeah, we have a button here. I'll try to put it in a safe room because we are detonating something here, so we have to be in a room away from the bomb. I'll be creating a bomb as well. Okay, this is the room, and we will style it maybe. It has a, maybe it's made of steel. Give it a height, give it a width as well, and I'll make the button go in the center. Okay, now that should do it. So I may want to have this at the bottom. I will take care of it here. Okay, here I will also have another thing called bomb. Okay, I will style the bomb. Now it will be small, 20 pixels height. Border and background color. Okay, that's our bomb. We'll place these in a room. Shouldn't be done in a room, but let's assume there is one. Or let's call this lab. Okay, so dot lab. First have a display to be grid. Okay, I'll have a height of 100%, width of 100%. That should be okay. Also, I want the button to be completely at the bottom, so I'll have a position here as a relative, so that I can have the button at the bottom. So I have to cover button with a division maybe, since we cannot apply classes to components. I'll have this. Okay, now we can place the button at the very bottom. Position absolute, bottom 0. That should do it. The bomb, yeah, let it be. So here in the room I'll have a background color as well. Okay, I'll tell you why I'm doing it. Now here there is this bomb, but we want to have a blast effect. So I'll have a class which isn't applied yet. Now background will be red, border color will be red, and then transform scale can be 100. Okay, so this class isn't applied yet, that is what is showing here. But let's say if I apply the class, now that changes. I mean, if I do like something like 20, yeah, this is 20, so I think 30 is more than enough. Yeah, let's have 30. Okay, so let's not apply it right now. Now, okay, so we have this. Now blast isn't used, but we will use it here. We'll get it from somewhere based on a condition. So when we click on the button, the bomb should go off. Okay, so the problem is, you can have on click here, and you can use, let's say, detonate. So I can go here and I can have something like let blast. That can be false for now or null for now. I can have a function const detonate bomb equals. Now when this runs, blast should be true. Okay, so we can do this. This should work. Okay, now the way we apply a class or add a class is like this: class colon, the class we want to add is blast, and that should depend on the condition of if I give true, that will be applied right away, but I don't want true right now, I want blast. Okay, we can also shorten it just by just if the class name and the variable are same, we can just remove this, but let this be there now. Now whenever this is true, we'll have to this has to go off, but when I click on it, nothing is happening. I mean, this isn't getting detonated. The reason being, when I click this, the event is not dispatched properly. So I can only do this on button, if the button was there, if it was a button. Now what we can do is in button, we can have on click. Here we can have maybe go ahead. That's a function, and I'll have a script. Now we can have the function here, const go ahead equals. So in this function, we will have to dispatch this event. So event happens when the button is clicked, but we will have to dispatch that to the parent component where it is used. In order to do that, we will have to get event dispatcher from Svelte. Here is how you do it: import, create event dispatcher. Name says everything, from Svelte. So once you have it, you can have const. You can assign it to something. You can do it without doing it as well. You can have something like dispatch, or I'll call this send equals create the same thing, event dispatcher. Alright, so here what I do is send on what exactly on click. We will send blast to be true. Now we have to, like, pass an event here. Only using that, we can fetch it. And here what we can do is we can alert that. I mean, if at all we are getting the event, we can check that. We'll click on it. Yeah, we are getting it. We can console log it to see what we are getting. So we should get everything. Yeah, I'll have to use console. Let me click again. Okay, so we're getting all the details. So here in detail, the blast row is there. So I'll have event dot detail dot blast. So when I do that, I'll get true here. So that's exactly what we want. Now we can have a if condition. If blast, we can do that even without that. How do we do it? We can just assign that here. Now this should work. Yep, it is working. We might need some kind of transform duration, so it happens a little slow that we can see it. So I will add transition transform for transform. I'll have 2 seconds is let's do in out. Is yeah, that should be okay. Yeah, that isn't working. Oh, why am I applying it to this? Should apply to the bomb. Okay. Oh yeah, we have it. All right. We can make it a little faster in 1 second. That way it looks like a bomb, and you see that we have been sitting in the safe room and nothing happens to people in the safe room. So that's a different component anyway. What I'm exactly doing here is, when I have an on click, you can call this anything. You can also call this on message, on something. All right, so that should be okay. But here you have to send something, only then it will work. I'll just have click here for now. This is a little complicated, but I think you can try it a few times on different components and you'll understand that it's rather easy. Basically what we're doing is, when a click happens in the button, we are not exactly detonating the bomb, we are just giving a go ahead. So what we do here is we'll send this to the component where it is used, that blast is true. Okay, so we are going to receive this in this event. We are going to receive the same event here, and we'll look for that event.detail.blast, and apparently it's true here, so we get that true, and based on that we are applying that class blast to this element. Fine. So as I told you, you can also remove this and it should still work as usual, since the class name and the variable name are same. So yeah, that's it guys. This is how you dispatch an event or have events triggered by a component instead of just an HTML element. The reason I did it this way, because having a room here and then a lab somewhere, is because I wanted to show the differentiation between one component to the other, right? So this app is kind of a lab here. The room is a safe room somewhere else. So whenever we give a signal that comes from the room, which is somewhere safe, and it is not affected by the detonation that happens. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.